We back. We back part 4. Yeah, this is cursed. This is a flat out cursed stream. I don't count 3S. Third Strike Online Edition. Third Strike Online Edition was all the netcode stuff was handled by Iron Galaxy, which is out of Chicago. Are these little dots NPCs? So there's an NPC here? How close am I to a warp? Very close. Iron Galaxy also did the second season and onward for Killer Instinct and made that netcode like borderline legendary. Like the netcode in Killer Instinct, even if I don't like the game very much, is fucking amazing. But yeah, I'm just thinking, like, what other Japanese games? Like, Under Night and Birth is passable. I think the last Blaze Blue game was actually pretty decent. There's a lot of talk lately of getting Killer Instinct on Switch, which I don't think helps you any, but if it happened, I'd definitely support it because the world needs... Okay, so this isn't an NPC room. Yeah. Oh. Good luck on your Switch fund. I've had mine for just under a year. I got mine... Well, not just under a year. About 9 months. Maybe 10 months. I got mine around Christmas last year. I got the Smash bundle. I'm very glad I did. It was a risk. I didn't like...
Don't be so loud.
That's... Alright, good night. It's rich of you to tell me not to be loud.
There you go.
There's no such thing as too many artists on Twitter. Okay, we wound up back here. One day long ago, I used to be an artist on Twitter. Now I'm just on Twitter. Ah. I just suggest buying Smash because it is a legitimately good game. Like, I thought Brawl was absolutely abysmal. I thought Smash 4 was somehow even worse. But Smash Ultimate is just like a return to form, I think. It's got an absolute fuck ton of content. It's got an amazing roster. It's got a very fun, albeit repetitive, single-player mode. I just think Smash Ultimate is a very good game. I don't think the netcode will ever get better, but here's the thing about the Smash Bros. Netcode. And it's something that not everybody, like, nobody will want to say, but the Smash Bros. Netcode, if both parties are using a wired connection, is actually solid. Unfortunately, getting a wired connection involves you buying a second-hand peripheral, which usually runs about minimum $30, at least in Canada. And people don't want to spend money on something that every other console has, which is an Ethernet port. Whoa. Wait, Shantae and Seven Sirens is coming out in 2019. Honestly, like I'd be amazed if it came out that early, but I'd be very happy about it. Honestly, with the news that Smash is getting even more DLC, and it, like, I could see Shantae making it in. I could see, like, especially with the Sans costume. Like, I just think that kind of blew open. Like, they clearly have been listening. Like, I think the only thing more impactful in terms of have Nintendo been listening in terms of characters is if, like, there was a Goku costume. I mean, Tifa's been rumored, or Tifa, rather, has been rumored for some crossover for a long time. She was rumored to be one of the characters in Soul Calibur in that first year, but that DLC was a fucking dumpster track. I do think Tifa... I've been saying Tifa for so long, it's hard to correct it. I do think Tifa would be a perfect fucking fit. Like, there are a few characters I can think of that would be a better fit for Tekken than Tifa. But Square Enix does not like giving out their IPs. Or at least find the Final Fantasy IPs. I like Soul Calibur 6, I just stopped liking it as much because every update that came with the game, the online got worse. Like, every single one, and that's unacceptable. Ow, rude. I don't even know where these keys would be used. Like, I've got 2 keys. What are they? Or I have at least 2 keys. Celeste key and Carpenter's key. Special room in which a demon awaits your challenge. A demon, sorry. And unlock Celeste's room. I think with the announcement of new DLC coming to Smash, though, like, I think immediately 2B goes up on that list of possibilities. Yeah, and 3D fighters, the skill discrepancy is very apparent. But yeah, like Terry and Smash, I think that's a very good fit. Because I think Ryu and Ken are also pretty damn good fits. Even if I prefer Smash 4 Ryu, like, I think they kind of tampered with him a bit. I think he's still super cool. And I think it's just super awesome that there's going to be SNK music in a Smash game. Like, the same way I feel about banjo music being in a Smash game. It's like, oh, I never thought this would happen. Ow. Rude. Stupid bats. Stupid bats. I love that Sakurai plays those demos with 2 controllers, but it does make me feel how untrustworthy are his co-workers. Like, does he fear that one of his co-workers are gonna go rogue and try to actually just, like, beat him? No, I actually want to go this way. Ah! I'm poisoned. Am I poisoned? No, I'm just underwater. It's not the correct hair buns, but you can come pretty close. Ow. Rude. I also do have to say, much like with the Dragon Quest hero, I'm very much enjoying the salt coming from people. I was like, this character doesn't deserve a DLC slot in Smash. Who is this character? And it's just like, I wouldn't say most Smash players, although it's possible that it's most Smash players. But I do know a lot of them don't know about SNK fighters. Which is a shame, but, I mean, hey. And let's be fair, most of Japan doesn't know anything about Banjo-Kazooie. Like, if you watch the reactions at all of the Banjo-Kazooie trailer announcement, like, a lot of Japanese players were just like, who is this exactly? Strider Belt. Experience intake. Okay, so it's a macho brace. Improve sliding. Okay. But yeah, Like, people get so uppity about the DLC characters, and it's just like... I understand that Smash is primarily about the characters, but come on, guys. If the character's fun, who cares? Although, again, I'm speaking from a pretty privileged place about that, because I'm very lucky in the sense that I love Persona, I love Dragon Quest, I love Banjo-Kazooie 1. I gotta make that distinction. 1. Not Banjo-Tooie. Like, and I love SNK fighting games. So I've been very lucky when it comes to the DLC cast. I just think, like, people get so upset. It's like, I'm not gonna buy your DLC anymore. It's just like, you don't know the character. I think you're being absurd. It's one character that you don't know. Grow a pair. How many Tekken players knew who Negan was? If you want to play Banjo games, just play the first one. Banjo-Kazooie is an excellent 3D platformer that I think still holds up today, which is impressive for an N64 3D platformer. I think Banjo-Tooie is an absolute fucking mess. I think Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is a good game, but not a Banjo-Kazooie game. It's clearly just a rare game that they were making, they thought was good, and I think it is good, but they realized no one will buy this, so they slapped an IP on it. And as for the Goku thing, like, I don't even mind all that much with the Goku thing, as long as the Gokus play differently, which they have so far, so. I think it's a pretty bad look to have so many of the same character be DLC. But from a gameplay standpoint, I'm not too upset about it. It's kind of like the people, in Street Fighter 4 who are like, who were angry about Evil Ryu. It was like, oh, we already got a Ryu and a Ken and a Kuma and a Sakura and a Dan, and it's just like, okay, but how about you play them? They're completely different characters. Yeah, I do want the girl Saiyans in. Like, I think Dragon Ball Super was full of bad, but I thought that the girl Saiyans were good. Like, very cool, full of personality. Very good designs, like simple, but like memorable. And unfortunately, it seems like if we're going to get any of them, it's just going to be Kefla. Where I think you could totally make a moveset for each of them. I'm more excited for Broly. I'll need to play Gogeta. Broly will be interesting, though. Like, I'm very curious to see how different he is from Berserker, mindless Hulk Smash Broly that we already have. Ow. That bat did 1 damage. Also, I didn't open this? Elemental ammunition. I guess not. Like, I was super excited when the first character they announced for the season was Videl. Like, Videl was the character I wanted the most. Beyond, like, the girl Saiyans, I've always been a big fan of Videl. The whole GT Goku situation. So, I come from Smash. Like, Smash was my first competitive game. So, I remember, like... bullshit involving Meta Knight and stuff like that. And it's just like... G2 Goku is a top-tier character. He is not a broken character. He doesn't completely destroy and ruin characters from the game. So, there's no reason he should be banned. He should get a nerf. But... I mean, yeah. Her and Gohan kind of lose every bit of edge. Like, GT did Videl's adulthood way better. But yeah, I don't think GT Goku should be banned. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's whining. Like, if you just, like, go back and watch VODs of, like, Marvel 3 in its heyday, every team basically has a Doctor Doom because he's the best utility character in the game, or every team has a Virgil. One of those two characters is on pretty much every team. It doesn't make the game... Like, those characters don't break the game, they're just staples. I think Future Gohan in DBZ. I think Future Gohan actually makes sense because it does two things that I know that Namco loves, which is saving money on a new render or a new model. They wouldn't have to do that with a Future Gohan. Like, they would just have to chop off an arm from their existing render and then make the gi a little bit more torn up. Add a scar. And I think Future Gohan is a relatively requested character. He's a metaverse character. I think it's totally possible that... Ooh, that's the wrong place. I've already been here. I mean, that is to say, like, we don't even know if Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to get a third season because, quite frankly, this game has been handled incredibly poorly from a, from, like, a developer standpoint. Man, I'm just running around in circles at this point. I don't think it's about whether or not it would or would not work. I just don't think they're contractually allowed to do that. Shonen Jump / Shueisha are unbelievably careful and they're just unbelievably picky about their copyright. Like, even when Dragon Ball FighterZ first came out, like, Namco and ArcSys explained to Shonen Jump, this is a tournament fighter, it's going to be played on streams, people are going to be playing it for money, all that, and then, like, Shonen Jump was actively trying to shut down tournaments for quite a while, so just... I don't want to say they're out of their minds, but very much... they're out of touch, I suppose. It doesn't feel... like, every time a story like that happens, it just, like... it doesn't seem like Japan understands the concept of goodwill. Yeah, I am too. I've always wanted Fairy Tail content in a Jump crossover. But then the crossovers for Jump got worse and worse, so I'm totally cool with Fairy Tail getting its own game outside of Jump, outside of Bandai Namco. Fuck Bandai Namco. Yeah, there's some really cool crossovers you could do. Although I don't think you'd ever see Medaka because that series has been kind of pushed under the rug, to my recollection. It's not in any of the crossovers anymore, and I don't think they like talking about it. Oh, I'm cursed. Yeah, she's a very good character. Like, she's a very fun character. She's... like, even though she's made to be the least relatable character in the world, she's incredibly relatable. It's very funny. It's funny how that works out. But yeah, I don't know, like... the obvious dream is Namco Bandai working out an agreement to get ArcSys to not make a new Dragon Ball fighting game, but make a Jump fighter. But I don't think that'll ever happen. Because that is just way too many licenses at play. Like, that would be a contractual nightmare. Man, where the hell would Celeste's key go? On top of that, there's got to be something that can, like, defeat those spikes. Like, I don't think I have any, like, spike breaker or anything like that. Dude, give me, if you're gonna make a Naruto fighting game, like, give me Haku and I'm good. Oh, I'm sure getting past the spikes is dumb. This is a Metroidvania. Most things are dumb. Instead of getting high jump, I got this. Like, it's dumb. It's awesome, but it's dumb. Yeah. No. Ah, okay, so it is like a spike breaker. Okay. Not to jinx myself, but it's 30 whole minutes since something went wrong on this stream. Fucking new record. Yeah, that also sounds like a Metroidvania. Or more, actually, Igavania. I'm just gonna give that one to Igarashi. Oh, okay. Crap. I'm okay with an RPG.
Yourself up.
Oh, those are the last, yeah, these are, Sypha is the, female mage from Castlevania 3. I believe there's also a Juste Belmont, and Richter is obviously from, Rondo of Blood. Orichalcum, okay. And you're pretty far behind, since I don't want to do the cooking right now. I don't think so. They didn't give, I don't think they gave a release date. Richter is obviously from Smash. I mean, it's the most relevant he's been since, like, 2000, maybe 98. Which is unfortunate, because Richter is a very good character, but... Give me my corn. Worth a shot. Alright, through this cursed stream, it's... No, Richter is just a gentleman. He's a gentleman who kills vampires with a whip. I think that's a contradiction. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. That's not my dress. Oh yeah, I forgot. You gotta put the dress on every fucking shortcut. Yeah, that's just a Belmont thing, though. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a Richter thing. Alright, so somehow I made it through this, I was gonna say this stream, but that's a lie. I made it through these 4 streams. However, it is 2:30 in the morning. Oh. Oh, did they add that? I don't remember suspend being there. Okay. It's 2:30 in the morning. I've gotta go to bed. I really appreciate the company, Delta Red, and, loud. Fucking indie games. Yeah, I really appreciate the company, and I hope in some small way I was able to make your night a bit better. Anyway, I'll see you later, my friend. Probably tomorrow. Later.